Previously on Survivor.
And second place is, and I was just sitting here going, saffron, 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 saffron. And then they're like, saffron. I'm like, thank goodness.
The timer starts now.
And with that, Dinara claims it for Aranaria, sending her tribe to tribal council.
And we're stirring. We're gonna keep making sure that the right ingredients get added in and taken out of this game.
I would be shocked if it is not at least one, but probably at least two Gazania sitting at the end. Okay, tribal. Holy crap. So as I said prior, Avery had told me she had an idol. It turns out that idol was fake. She didn't even know it was fake. We didn't know it was fake.
It was horrible, but I'm here. Everything went to plan, and I just hope we win the next challenge.
Dinara pisses me off to no end.
He's still trying to get me to send coins to Jake. At least Julia's also like, I don't know how to save him except give him an idol. Like, cause she's like, if we send him coins and he gets voted out, he'll just send him back. Like, he's not gonna send him back to me.
The look on her face when Cody said it was not a Hiramiri idol. Oh my gosh, it was priceless. But guys, why didn't you vote her out? I don't know why they voted Justin. Avery was the right choice.
All right, so here's the thing. I'm not holding a grudge against Jake. Taking out Jake is just my best move going forward, because at this tribe we're split up: one original Ghanzanian, 3 original people from Saffron, and 4 original people from Ariana.
Justin going home, all that's left of the original Aranaria is the Formigo Alliance.
A lot of people are actually starting to really play now. Like, I feel like for a little while there was like this like lull, but now I feel like people are actually playing, so I'm really happy about that.
And then I got invited into this alliance called Codename Slayers with Mark, Josie, and Maggie, the 3 original Saffron, plus me and Zeke. Now there's a few interesting things about this alliance. First of all, Maggie's the one that invited me to it, and I am so thankful that I made the efforts that I made, or I'm so thankful that I put in the effort to create a relationship with her. It's been the same story all around. Everybody says, Maggie's so inactive, Maggie won't talk to me, and I was like, I'm going to talk to her as much as I can, because I don't want to count anyone out. You never know who could prove to be a valuable ally at some point in the game.
What's her name? Maggie, the girl I do not trust at all. The girl who wanted to vote out Trey. Which I was really mad at for a while. She's the same person who also wanted to add Zeke in everything about the idol, which I ended up doing anyway. Which I was gonna do anyway or whatever. But I don't like how she doesn't like discuss with the group. She just does stuff for the group. Latest thing that happened, she just wrote Nicole and added her into our group chat without all of our okay, and just did that. And I'm like, so I'm not happy about that at all. That's all I gotta say about that. I don't understand when people do that. It's like you should talk about the entire alliance, not just do it yourself and just add people, because I can do that too. But yeah. Now, Nicole knows everything about the idol stuff, and I didn't want her to know about this stuff. Oh my goodness. There's another reason for me to make it farther and get people out.
Since I've had to draw the line so clear because of your freaking twist at this infection challenge, Jake.
Cody, not funny! Dinara, what is up her? I don't even know. Like, she's reacting to everything. Like, she's laughing, crying, upset, angry. I just want to be like, Dinara, you're not making yourself not obvious at all. Like, girl, if you want a target on your back, like, you're putting a bigger one every second. Like, shut up. But you know what? It looks good for me.
So I promise I'm not mean. I'm not like this. I genuinely like everyone. I just got another notification from Dinara that says I got immunity and I can take out Mark or Nicole. I get that. Thank you. Sorry. I'm genuinely a nice person.
Mark has immunity tonight, so it's about to all go down. I'm feeling like something like out of nowhere is gonna blow up in our faces like an hour before tribal, like it always does. But I'm expecting for the worst right now. It's okay. It's all gonna go great. Hopefully Jake just goes home, and then Avery plays that advantage Mark sent her perfectly, and then we'll all be good. And hopefully we go into a merge, and it's all smooth sailing from there.
I have literally been thinking all day long about Survivor and how to stay alive, and I've came up with at least 5 or 6 different plans, and
To cast an extra vote for Ari instead of Jake, so that if Jake plays an idol and casts a single vote for me or Josie, that it'll be a tie. Josie is going to tell Maggie and Mark that it's her vote, so they won't be sketched out by me. And they'll vote with whoever the vote is for if Jake plays an idol. And it makes it really easy to cover up, because I'm basically making Josie take the fall for this, and I basically cleared it with her. I've gotten her to tell her alliance members that it was her. It's going to be easy for me to tell Sarah and Ari. Nicole knows it's me and won't tell Sarah or Ari. There you go. I'm safe. I don't have to play my idol if Jake plays his idol. If I didn't make this play and Jake played an idol, I would be forced to play my idol, or else I could just give one vote cast against me to not get knocked out that way.
Zeke is willing to do that and risk losing an alliance with Nicole or Sarah or Ari, and it's like, I'm gonna try mates have been here since day one, don't even seem like they're even willing to do it, except for Maggie. I really don't trust Maggie, so. And she also, Maggie said she didn't really trust Zeke after all that he's done for us, what he's done for me and Avery, which she's known for tons and tons of times. And then also since he pulled in coins, so I'm like, okay, what's going on now?
So hopefully it doesn't cause too much distrust within my alliance. Hopefully Ari and Sarah will still work with Josie.
So I'm finding now that I have to keep track of my lies.
I don't really trust Ari right now. He's like ghosting me, and ghosting means you get voted out. I'm like,
because without voting out for someone from Arenaria, I would have to cross Saffron, and then the Saffron people would probably just vote me out with Gamzania at the merge.
Ariana Grande and Saffron are hitting up against each other, and Godzilla is the one between them, which Jake's the only Godzilla person, which he was really unlucky to be in that position.
But no, I'm not gonna play like that. If it works in the best interest to go another way, I'm not like looking out to get my revenge on somebody, because sometimes that's not the best move.
Josie wakes up. Well, I wake up. Josie's on the East Coast. I wake up and Josie's freaking out. And she's like, I gotta tell you something, but please keep it between me, you, and Zeke. Like, don't tell Maggie or Mark. And I'm like, okay, like, give me the tea. What's going on? And she's like, Mark said after the merge, he wants to stay Gazania strong, and he wants to pick you guys off one by one. But, like, I wouldn't do that, and that puts us 6-6. And I'm like, she just proved to me that she is loyal to me and Zeke to a fault. And she showed her cards when she didn't have to, and so I feel like I can trust her now, and I feel like if they do decide to turn on us at some point, she'll tell me, because she did. So
Main thing is keeping the tribe strong and getting ready.
Because I've got to make that jury. I've got to make the jury. So, and I want to be around for the fun gameplay that's going to happen at the merge.
So I'm going to start off with the first question. Ari, in the previous challenge, did you have a motive in selecting the person you chose to infect? What was your strategy in that challenge?
I think you're on mute, Ari.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I would say my strategy was not to choose kind of the main guy that I'm wanting to go against in that challenge, because if I'm choosing their name, then I'm obviously putting a target on my back that I'm going after them. So I was trying to downplay who I was choosing a little bit, but also I didn't really have that many choices left at my time in the challenge.
Okay, Jake, the perception from our part is that the original tribal alliance clearly puts you on the outs. Is this a simple vote tonight, or have you put in the work to make sure you're here tomorrow?
Well, I like to think that I've put in the work to get me here tomorrow. I don't think it necessarily is a bad thing, because I know I'm able to share information about the other tribe that maybe other people don't know about. And then going into the merge, it's vital to know where can lines blur. So that's how I'm going to answer your question. There you go.
Thank you, Jake.
All right, Nicole, you have managed to remain immune for the first 19 days of this game, the only person to do that. Does this help or hurt your game? I've put myself in your shoes and can't help but wonder, how do you know who you can trust?
Well, I would say it probably helps and hurts my game in different ways, right? Like, obviously it's helped. Like, I'm here today because of it. And who knows what would have happened between then and now if I hadn't been immune this entire time. But at the same time, like, I feel like I'm playing catch up. Like, everyone's been to tribal but me, and they've all had their chance to prove loyalty to others. And for me, up to this point, it's just been words. And so I'm just excited to be here and to have the chance to prove some loyalty and show what kind of a player I am.
Okay, Sarah, with the potential merge happening soon, what are you basing your vote off of? Are you thinking with a post-merge mindset, or are you just living in the present?
Well, I think it's always important to think about post-merge. I mean, yes, it's important to think about your tribe in general, but at this late in the game, you have to think about the merge at least a little bit and what's going to be the most viable for your own game.
Okay, so that takes me back to the question for Jake, because he kind of put himself out there as a free agent. So thinking post-merge, what's the strategy in getting rid of someone like that when you could pull them in as a number?
I mean, you definitely could pull them in as a number, and I don't think it's really been decided, if we all have to play the game. I mean, it's definitely a good point.
All right. Josie, how have the previous tribe swaps affected who you can trust, who you cannot trust, and who you're willing to work with in a vote?
Okay, so I've been in Saffron each time. So I've been with at least half of these people before. So I feel like past relationships do work, but it also can complicate things just a little bit. But overall, I think it ends up like helping people's games to have crazy and like relationships with other people.
Okay, Maggie, not to be too messy, but Sarah and I can definitely say that Gazania is the quieter of the two tribes. Are there just more one-on-one conversations going on, or is this tribe just simply less talkative?
That's a good question. I mean, I don't know what's going on the other tribe. I mean, it has been a little bit quiet. I mean, with a 48-hour warning of a tribal council coming up, we can't be talking 24/7. We all have lives outside of this. We're not all stuck on an island together, forced to have conversation. Or, other people just don't feel the need to, speak as often as other people might be. Seeing that the other tribe is super talkative, I don't know if that's because they're constantly scrambling or they just are trying to build up relationships as much as they can coming up to an upcoming merge.
All right. Mark, congratulations on your immunity win. In this challenge called Infection, no one wanted to infect you. What does this say about your connections within your tribe and your connections cross-tribally? Do you feel like this win puts a target on your back?
Well, I actually don't really think the result of that challenge had anything to do with my connections. I think that was pretty clear by the reasoning that people were giving when they were posting who they were infecting in the chat. It kind of just had to do with, I don't really know you yet, so I'm infecting you. You're across tribal lines. And I think I actually just got pretty lucky that I ended up not being infected. I genuinely am going to chalk it up to luck. So I'm hoping that it doesn't put much of a target on my back. But yeah, the way that the infection was bouncing around, I think everyone will admit that it was pretty random. There was definitely a few personal attacks, but overall, the reason why I ended up being the last infected, I will certainly chalk up to luck.
Okay, and we have Zeke. Outwit, outplay, outlast. These are the three pillars of this game. Of the three, which would you say you're doing the best, and which are you struggling in?
All right, I've always struggled with the definitions of the three. So I wouldn't be able to answer that question unless you give me a little hint on the difference between all three of outwit, outlast, and outplay. I'm sorry.
Okay, let me just rephrase. What are you doing best in this game, and what are you struggling in?
Oh, well, I think I get along with everyone pretty well. But sometimes I struggle to be super communicative, right? Because I get really, really stressed out about like my real life. So sometimes I'll like not pay attention to the game for a few hours, and I feel like, I don't know, maybe that can put some people off, right? So maybe it's like, I don't know I'm blanking on one word to sum that up right now, but I think hopefully I've described it well enough.
All right, thanks, Zeke. And with that, it is time to vote. Go ahead.
Oh, Cody.
Yes.
I would like to play an advantage.
Okay, Jake stands, and what advantage would you like to play?
It's a steal a vote advantage.
Whose vote are you going to steal?
I don't trust Zeke, so I'm stealing Zeke's vote.
Okay, so Jake stands. Zeke will not vote, and Jake will vote twice. So with that, it is time to vote. Okay. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be a really good time to do so. With that, first vote, Jake. I'm sorry, you've been talking to both sides and we can't have that going on into the merge.
Great. Second vote, Jake. You play hard, all my respect there.
2 votes, Jake. Ari, this was a last-minute change to save my own scan. I'm so sorry, and I love everyone on the tribe.
All right. 2 votes, Jake. 1 vote, Ari. Second vote is also for Ari.
It's 2 votes, Jake. 2 votes, Ari. Jake, I'm sorry I lied to you. It's been great getting to know you, and this is harder than I expected it to be. You're just too dangerous in this game.
That's 3 votes for Jake, 2 votes for Ari. Jake, you played your heart out, and I have nothing but respect for you. Your love for the game will always inspire me.
The 9th person voted out of Survivor Mallorca, Jake. Love you as a person, and you are the biggest threat in this game by far. I'm so sorry you can't make it to be a jury member.
Oh man, I wish I knew whose confessional that was.
The last vote was also for Jake. Jake, if you have any last words, go ahead.
Well, I knew I was probably going the whole time, so I tried to play every card that I could to stay. Gave my all. Wish I was gonna still be around, but thank you, Cody and Sarah, for doing this game. It's been one of the most fun things I've ever done in my life, and does anybody want to tell me who voted with me?
Jake, the other with you was you're still a vote.
Oh, duh. Okay. See, I'm not that smart after all. You guys thought I was such a huge threat. All right, guys. Well, thank you for viewing me as such a big threat. At least makes me feel a little better. And yeah, I don't want to say goodbye, but Nicole, you're so sweet. Love you.
Thank
All
you.
right.
All right.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you, Jake.
Bye, Jake. It was nice getting to know you, really.
It's hard because I have so many people rooting for me, and it's gonna be disappointing, I think, that I didn't make the merge, but I made it farther than 8 other people.
What about all that Jake stuff? And then she later says the same thing that we all argued for last time, which is, oh, I think he's in a good spot. Oh, now I think he's in a good spot. Great, that's convenient. Just like every single time I make an argument in the group chat or literally like...
She's now told me to go off coffee. Personally offended.
Looking forward to the day that you vote me out, but I don't think that's this day.
First question that we have is for Amy. Congratulations on your immunity win. In this challenge called Infection, no one wanted to infect you. What does this say about your connections within your tribe and your connections cross-tribally? Do you feel like this win puts a target on your back?
Well, I hope it doesn't put a target on my back. And this challenge was very interesting because it was over like right as I woke up. So it was kind of a blur. But yeah, I hope that it shows people. I I don't know. I guess like that I have bonds and that it's good. That I don't know. I just it was weird because I felt like I didn't do anything. But thank you, everyone. And it feels good to have immunity.
Okay, Avery, another crazy tribal 2 nights ago where you ended up playing a fake idol. How surprised were you when your lovely host announced that it was, in fact, a fake idol? And are you shocked to still be here after, playing a fake idol? And are you worried about being at risk again tonight?
Well, obviously, yes. I'm still, I think, on the bottom. It's kind of like I'm the lone saffron or whatever right now, and playing the fake idol was definitely the lowest point in my game. It's very embarrassing. You normally don't like to play one of those, so it wasn't the best situation. But nonetheless, I'm glad that they spared me because I'm still here, and that's all I can really say about it. I hope tonight that I'm here as well, but yeah, fake idols, not the most fun thing to play.
All right, Nico. Do you see the people on your current tribe as people that you would like to work with going into a potential merge in the near future, or are you open to working with whoever is going to benefit your game the most?
I think that most of these people are like really solid for me to work with going forward, and I think that obviously we're down a couple of people, so we're going to really have to use those connections that we've made and are going to make with the other tribe. But I do think that this is a good core, and I think that there's been a little I think we're good to go moving forward.
Okay, Julia, what is it?
Can I actually just cut in there for a second?
Absolutely,
I just
please.
want to remind everyone how important alliances are in this game. And if you want anyone to trust you after the merge, you actually have to follow your alliance. So that's my 2 cents.
What do you mean by that?
Well, there's just been some talk about people not following our alliance tonight, like breaking our alliance. So I'm just reminding people that if you want to get far in the game, having people be able to trust you is really important.
I don't really know what to say, but I mean, I think it's really telling that somebody feels comfortable enough to be that bold to say something like that at tribal.
Mm-hmm. And yet you're the one with immunity, Amy.
I'm glad for it right now. I mean, you took it last time, so.
Okay.
Anyway.
So, Julia, on the topic of immunity and you not having it, what does it say about the person who infected you in the challenge? Does it immediately raise any red flags about that person moving forward?
I mean, I think the red flags were already risen before this challenge anyway. I mean, he did try to vote me out before, so I wasn't too surprising to me. But yeah, it just shows that some things just will never change.
Right. Dinara, outwit, outplay, outlast. The 3 pillars of this game. Of the 3, which would you say you are doing the best at, and which are you struggling in?
That is a good question. Outwit, outplay, outlast. I feel like I haven't gotten far enough to say that I've outlasted anyone in this game because we haven't reached the merge or the jury point if there isn't a merge. I don't think I've outplayed anyone. I don't think I've been that great in challenges thus far. I've been part of them and useful, but not dominating them. So I'd have to say outwitting, but it's mostly just luck, just ending up on a tribe with mostly my original Gazania. So that was helpful, but I mean, people are clearly not following that right now. There's been some talk about possibly getting rid of people who have been with us since like day one. So I'm kind of pissed off, clearly.
And when you say with us, who's the us?
Original Gazania. That includes Amy. She counts as originally Gazania. But just, there's been some talk, and I feel like we're pretty split up right now. And yeah.
Do you feel like this
So
split do you feel like this split is going to influence the vote tonight?
I'm hoping that everyone uses their sense and realizes how important alliances actually are in this game. And like I said before, if you get to the merge and, you're not following your alliance or your trust, how is anyone going to believe what you're going to say? Yeah, you can add people into alliances and you can form like new alliances, but just like not taking it seriously is just think about it when you're voting.
Okay, with that, we'll move on to B. So at the last tribal, there was a fake idol played, and there has still been no real idol played pre-merge. How likely do you feel like an idol or advantage could be played tonight? And are you afraid of that? Is that something you take into consideration when deciding who to vote for?
I mean, I feel like it's kind of stupid not to think that there could be an idol play tonight. Just because obviously they're out there. At least we think they are. So, I mean, it kind of seems like a dumb idea to just, like, play it quote-unquote safe. But, like, also, like, with such small numbers on our tribe, it's kind of hard to, like, split a vote without splitting the alliance up. So, yeah.
So I'm just going to put this out there for anyone, because there seems to be a lot of talk about alliances, but in a very fractured way. So what is the vote based off of tonight? And that's for anyone.
Well, I'll jump on this. I was looking ahead and trying to take out some threats that we might have had moving forward.
But in terms of that, she's talking about taking out people in her alliance already.
I mean, we're almost to the merge. It's going to happen at one point or another.
Okay, whatever you say, Amy.
Okay, and if no one has anything, Julia's nodding a lot, so I'm sure she has something to say before I said no one has anything else to say.
I'm just a little worried to see where this vote's going to take us now, Cody. But hopefully, like Denara said, the plan goes accordingly and everyone's here to make up tomorrow.
Which is a funny thing to say at a tribal where the point is for everyone to not be here tomorrow.
You know what I mean, Cody.
So I think with that, we finally come to the end of this. If everyone's done.
I mean, just props to Avery, like she's been by herself for a couple days now, and clearly she's made an impact. But hopefully this is a wake-up call and we can all put it together and keep moving forward.
I would like to second that. Great job. Clearly I'm pissed off at people, so congrats to Avery. Yeah.
All right, with that, it is time to vote. Everybody go ahead and message in your host chat. Sarah and I will read the votes.
I am good.
All right, it is time to read the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be a really good time to do so.
Well, actually, Cody, I have a special little friend tonight with me. It's called the Forbidden Rose Advantage. So I'd like to play that tonight.
Okay, Sarah is going to explain the Forbidden Rose.
All right, so this is an actual advantage in the game. This advantage can only be played at Final 14 or Final 9, and it is Final 14 right now. This advantage allows the person with the second highest number of votes to go home and not the first highest number of votes. So we will read off the names and see who is going home tonight. Right.
Okay. So just a reminder, the person with the second highest number of votes will be leaving. First vote, Avery. This one is for Jake.
Second vote, Avery. Sorry, girl, you are so sweet. Can't wait to hear about those travel adventures.
Avery, you're a great person, but someone has to go and better you than me.
All right. Fourth vote, Avery. Hope this one sticks.
That's 4 votes, Avery.
Fifth vote, Denara. It was so great getting to know you, but you should have listened when I said I was a villain. 4 votes, Avery. 1 vote, Denara.
1 vote left. Denara. Hey, Queen Dee Dee Boo thing. It was great learning about your Hufflepuff, but now it's time for you to be Hufflesnuff. And with that, Denara is the 8th person voted out of Survivor Mallorca. Denara, if you have any final words, now is your time.
Wow, I'm actually really impressed. I was like half convinced I was going to get blindsided tonight. I'm assuming it was probably Avery and B, just because B hid there, but I don't know. Good luck, everyone. I hope my Musketeers kick some ass out there. I'll miss you all, and I hope to talk to you when the game ends. Hit me up in the VL.
Thank
you so much.
Basically given up on them, and congratulations to everyone who can understand them.
So everyone will be starting off with $500 except for Mark, who will be starting off with $501. That is the advantage that he has from the previous infection challenge. So Mark, you have $501.
Okay, and with that, our first item will be covered. Oh God, can y'all hear that? First item will remain covered until purchased.
So does anyone want to start the bid?
20.
40.
20.
80.
40. Josie, 80. Josie going once. Going twice.
100. I was muted.
Sarah with 100.
Yeah.
Going
120.
Josie with 120.
Yeah.
Going once. Going twice. Sold to Josie. You have just bought your way out of the auction. You will return to camp immediately. So go ahead and leave this call.
Bye, guys.
Oh my God.
Bye, Josie. Oh.
Cody just said lockout again.
Next item, Sarah.
All right, the next item, the contents of this bag will remain unknown until purchased as well. So who would like to start the bidding on this item?
20.
60.
I'll go 100.
110.
20.
140.
160.
170.
Increments are in 20.
Oh, duh. 180.
All right, 180. Is anyone going to go more? All right.
200.
200. Is that from Maggie?
Yeah.
Okay. Maggie is at 200. Does anyone else want to bid more? All right, 200 going once. Going twice. And sold to Maggie for $200. So Maggie, you have $300 left. And this advantage is a rock draw exemption that you can use at a tribal council or in this game.
Wow. Okay, next item is also going to remain covered until the auction is complete.
40.
Ari starts at 40.
60.
60 from Z.
80.
Say 100.
Yes.
Amy with 100.
140.
140.
160.
160 from Zeke.
180.
180 Sarah.
200.
200.
220.
220 to Ari.
260.
260. Going once, going twice. That is sold, and you will find out what you have bought after the auction is complete. Moving to the next item. Sorry, Sarah. Joe, it's your turn.
This is a new hidden immunity idol clue. This clue has never been in the idol hunts before. So who wants to start the bid on this?
I'll go 20. 40.
60. Did y'all catch my 60?
60, yep. 60 from Zeke. Is there anybody else that wants to go more than Zeke?
80.
80 from Ari.
100.
120.
From who?
120 from who?
From me.
From B?
Yeah.
All right, 120 from B?
No.
Does anybody else want to
140.
raise 140 from Zeke? You want to raise that?
160.
160. 160 from
180.
180 from Zeke. All right. Going once. Going twice. And 180 from Zeke. Sold.
Okay, going to the next item, we have an advantage at an immunity challenge. Started off at 20.
I'll go 20.
40.
60. Oh.
80.
100. Oh. Someone else has it. 120.
120 to Zeke.
140.
140 to Amy.
160.
160 Nicole.
180. Oh.
80 to Zeke. Zeke has got to be running out of money here.
Don't I still have 320?
Yes.
All right, going one. Nicole at 200.
220.
220 to Zeke. That is going once.
This is a blast.
Going twice.
No, 240.
Oh. Going once. Going twice. Sold 240 to Nicole, and this is what you have bought, Nicole. You have the advantage of preventing one person on the opposite tribe from competing at an immunity challenge. We will move on to the next item.
That one.
Right. The next item will remain covered until after the auction.
100.
500.
You bid 500.
I did.
The rule,
All right.
if anybody wants to go in at 500 with Avery, we will go to rocks unless Mark uses his extra $1 to make the highest bid of $501.
The end is not
Mark,
going
the
to
end
be
of auction is
revealed.
almost always unannounced.
Yep, the end is not going to be revealed. You don't know when the last item will be up for auction.
So, if anybody wants in at 500 with Avery, going once, going twice. This item has been sold to Avery for 500, and we will move to the next one.
All right, so Avery, you are out of money now. The next advantage is a spill the tea advantage or disadvantage. So this is not going to be revealed what it does. This can be used as an advantage for yourself or a disadvantage on someone else. So who would like to start the bid for the spill the tea?
20.
40. Okay,
100.
6. Oh,
I'll go 120.
140.
200.
220.
240.
260.
280.
280.
300.
300 from Ari.
320.
320 from Zeke.
That's all I got.
All he has. Does anyone want to raise the bid? Going once. Going twice. Sold to Zeke. That is all the money he has. He has won the spill the tea advantage.
And our next item will also remain covered until after the auction. Let's start the bid at $40.
200.
220.
240.
300.
320.
Amy with 320.
380.
Ari 380. Ari with 380 going once, going twice. This item is sold to Ari for 380, and this is the end of the auction. Thank you for all being here. We have one last announcement that Sarah will.
All right, the last announcement is that you have made it to the merge. Congratulations, everyone.
Woo! Let's go.
So
Good job. We will add y'all to a merge tribe chat, and it will be up to y'all to name that tribe chat.
the first immunity for individual immunity challenge will be released. It will not be due tomorrow, so you do have some time to get to know your tribe members and enjoy and celebrate the merge. This is a big deal. So congratulations to everyone. There are 12 of you left.
Congratulations, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.